What's the deal, buddy?
How's it going? Welcome back.
I'll let the people fall in through here real quick. Nice little Sunday afternoon.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Well, we got a crazy little view going on right there. I didn't want to have all that in the camera, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Season 3 is gonna shock.
Hey,
and
you know what?
amaze.
You said something yesterday when we was talking.
I said a lot of stuff yesterday when we was talking.
You said something about seasons, and I never thought about doing this in seasons.
Yeah.
Like taking breaks.
Yeah.
With
Technically, every year is like the natural season of an online show.
mm-hmm.
If you don't declare like a start and stop of a season, it'll at least be lumped in if you have the longevity by, the year you did this, the years you did this. These are the videos from that year.
The way I watch podcasts, I don't think that they should be. What up, Los? Los is in the building. Hey,
Welcome.
Hey, just because he here,
Mm-hmm.
should we just kick this off the right way? Should we kick it off the right way?
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to probably the best show you'll ever sit down on your YouTube and watch. There's a couple of people that fuck with each other.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even gonna introduce myself yet. I'm just gonna let this shit ride out because this shit is hitting. This one of them beats that they play and you make the ugly face.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think you could walk to this?
You can crip walk to anything.
Oh
You can
shit!
crip walk to the Star Spangled Banner.
The Drew Network.
Hey, what's good, Wayne?
What's up, Leela?
You a fat face on live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to episode 116 of Stacks and Facts. Tony, they are pouring in. The
Like
line is
water.
around the corner.
Like water.
Ladies, get in free before 10, y'all. And don't come in here with your tennis shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Respect the floors.
So we back, y'all. We back. Episode 116. I am your host, DREWSKI, the bought and bearded one.
Mm-hmm. And I am Sturgill Whitmore, but you can call me Tony.
I don't even know who the fuck Sturgill is.
You can call me Tony.
All right, I'm gonna call you.
You can
Tony.
call me Tony.
I'm gonna call you Tony. Your mama call you Tony. I'm gonna call you Tony. Fucking Sturgill. All right, y'all. We back. We back. He thought I was gonna hit the drop. We back, y'all.
You a fat face on live.
We are back. Episode 116.
100 and sweet 16.
Hey, if you fucking with us, hit that like button. Hit the button. Let us know you like it. You know what I'm saying? Tony came in with a collared shirt on. Haven't seen that since.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I ain't seen that in a minute.
That lets you know it's probably laundry day. And you're like, oh man, I gotta wear something I gotta iron.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, we here, y'all. As y'all see in the title, a lot of fun shit has happened in the news. People are panicking, trying to get their narrative off, and they can't.
Mm-hmm. There's
And,
a lot going on.
Yeah, they said they was about to wait until today, until the 19th. What do you think about the timing of that? It's like we tell y'all we go shut it down, and then see, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a very good job right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, They said it was going to be shut down on the 19th, and then now it's still, you know what I'm saying? They shut it down before that. And then
They shut what down before that?
well, the creatives, you know, the ones that's trying to get their narrative off on TikTok.
On TikTok. What happened with TikTok?
No. Do you think the Chinese shut it down, or do you think the United States shut it down?
That's what.
Talk to me. Because I think the Chinese shut it down.
Well, technically, TikTok shut it down, and they're a Chinese company, so the Chinese shut it down.
Yeah, they shut it down.
Yeah. I think they call it the bluff.
So was that like a strong arm robbery? Come in the crib, hey, give me the money, and then just hand it over, or was it a standoff?
Well, it was a standoff. That was definitely a standoff. And for those who don't know, this week in the news, the illustrious company TikTok has met their final judgment and adjudication. And that basically came down to being a law that wasn't going to be enforced yet and pushed over to the next administration. But then out of nowhere, all in sudden, what happens?
We get it it got clipped.
Its wings were cut at the source. But then what happened after that?
You got to come back on.
It got cut back on. Now, how do you suppose that happened?
Mm-hmm. Now, what that led me to not even believe, what that led me to know is that somebody is hitting a button somewhere. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is just like, oh, whenever we want to, we'll take it from you. You know what I'm saying?
And, well, that's the reality of every company. Every company has a master computer that is their version of a nuclear shutdown.
So you don't want nobody just hitting the button on you, do you?
Well, technically, they were doing it to obey a law.
Like somebody can hit the button on your whole.
To me, it felt like a moment where they essentially said, if this is going to be the law, let's show you how it will look right now. Let's show you what it looks like to have thousands of businesses wake up today with no access to their business. Let's show you what happens today when thousands of encouraging videos and people who are doing anything on TikTok. Let's see what happens when they wake up and they just can't use it, period. They just get to the last level because the law wasn't to literally ban it in the sense that it was going to be shut down by the government. It was going to still exist and you could have it on your device, but you were no longer going to get any updates.
Los said that it was a reset button. Like, do you think that was enough time for somebody to like reformulate? I think like the pandemic, like that was a reset time for people, and a lot of people were able to reevaluate how they were going about things and just kind of do things just a little bit different, you know, find a different avenue. But I'm pretty sure it was somebody, like we were talking about right before we started, that just had a video break through. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play this for y'all.
Oh, tell them what we're saying though. What are you saying?
She was this person was for me. Just going back and looking at the TikTok page, they had just broke through and got their coming up on 1 million views type thing.
Yeah.
So it was like the ball had just started rolling for them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna close with that because it's a pretty an entertaining piece to listen to. But
even more so, can you think of someone whose check is already being written by this company? It's not that the person who come in on day one and finds out, oh, it doesn't exist in this day one. They can at least say, I got something that's worth that I can point it towards another platform. The people who already had established businesses and woke up today thinking, oh, I have to do X amount of work today so that at the end of the day, I can feed my family X amount of food. To wake up and instantly it's gone. It's so as I said, it's not the that layer of someone losing their stardom. This was a platform that had people living their lives already.
Right.
And right now we're moving into a world where that's going to constantly happen, industry after industry. Las Vegas has the little Zooks cars in the streets now, little pods, and they're curving
Hey,
around the strip now.
hey, you know what? They actually have those cars on like a timer because I noticed that every time I get off work, the same type of car that's just mapping the route,
Mhm.
it's always at that corner. It hits the same. It's almost like clockwork.
Yeah, and you
So
work
there,
near the airport.
yes,
So the airport is an important area for a system to master. So I wouldn't doubt that they have a car literally circling the airport to constantly get new data on but ways of doing that more efficiently and the different things that are going to happen throughout the day with a truck pulling in front of you and with the guy getting off work skirting in front of you because he sees you every day. So
hmm
they got you. They got you marked in the system of how to deal with you already.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So as we, come up on this, and it's just I don't know. It was like back 10, 12 years ago. It's like you wouldn't think about an electronic being like cut off or it's like I think that they people made a bigger deal out of this than the blackout when people didn't have electricity for a while back in I think like 2003 or 2004 around that area where it was just like
It affected more.
yeah,
It
and it's just
affected
like
more.
people are just like I see a lot of jokes, a lot of jokes. I mean, you can make a joke,
Yeah.
but I instantly for me I really just thought about the person that's getting their ducats off of it, being able to fill up their refrigerator off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And yeah, so it is and it's only in the beginning too. There's a lot to be revealed from this. The
Well,
time
the thing is, it came back on.
the timing of it. For the people that are not familiar, um, Trump even got on there when your welcome message to coming back on there is him saying, "Hey, I did this. You know what I'm saying? I made this happen for y'all. So that's really interesting in itself. You know what I'm saying?
And like I was saying earlier, the fact that even now him taking the credit of it coming back, we are all not we. I'm saying we the people of America, sort of has spoken to keep this application in operation as it is because of our love of its algorithm. And all the while, the reason why this law was started was because, according to the current makeup of Chinese companies, if there's a company that is a Chinese company, they're under the rule ultimately of the laws of their country. And in their country, their political system has the right to any information that they deem necessary at any time. Whereas in America, Apple can have XYZ safeguards on your phone, and then a person can go on a spree of doing a whole lot of negative stuff. And this person can then get caught and their phone is seized from them.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, we need to get into this phone now. And this has happened lots of times. There are lots of times in which Apple said, no, we can't. Because the way this lock and this contract was under with this lock, we can't. We can't exist as a company with people all over the country having their information on this, knowing that we would give it up. And then other times they have given it up because of X, Y, or Z reasons. But to know that now this information is in the hands of a company that is ran by a country that is in direct opposition to our country, it does feel like, is this the Pandora's box moment of, have we now said yes to the marriage of, oh yeah, we want this thing, even though it's from a potential source. It's not that the company ByteDance is is a bad company. This has nothing to do with that. It
Mhm.
literally only has to do with the fact that at any point in the future, that the Chinese government thinks we need this necessary information for our national security of China, and they go there for a two-bite dance and ask, we want this information and we want that information from you immediately about how many Americans right now are on the phone on the West Coast, because we need to figure out the biggest place to strike with our uh, weapon.
Well,
So, like, those are real scenarios that on the governmental level they're thinking of, and all the while we're selecting this technology because we love the way its algorithm works. So it's like, are we taking on the positive from a very negative source?
well, I think the timing of it with Trump going into office, and just all of that, and just the optics of how things are being presented to the people. I think that is what is not more important, but that's what's going to be more paid attention to.
No, that's the yeah, because that's
So the people
so what aren't we paying attention to that's going to matter in the future?
um it's connected, but we are not we, me and you.
We the people.
The people will still kind of like take this as, oh, he did this for us. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the people that are the creators, they'll say, oh, he saved my account. He made it so I'm able to do this. And I don't have any personal ill will against the upcoming president. It's just that how it's going to be presented is it's going to be, it's almost perfect timing. And I'm
Well,
telling you, he's on there in the snow.
Well,
And
no, he did. It is because of him that this deal changed, because the Biden administration said we're going to make the law, we're not going to enforce it, and we're going to push it to the next administration to facilitate whether this actually goes into effect or not. And at that point, therefore, that company knows, oh, wait a minute, so we're going with what Trump says, and again, he's in the point of going in. He wants to get as many brownie points on the board. So that is what's happening. That's what's going to happen. But is this happening at an ultimate expense?
hey, y'all hold it down over there just a little bit. Not you guys.
That's security.
So yeah, so with that being said, like it it's going to be a conversation of like some savior type shit. Like, oh, he made this happen.
Well, no, that is being I said. That is the point. He did do it.
No. Well,
No, he literally did it. He did it because the administration said we're not going to do anything with this. So therefore, it is his administration, which isn't in effect. They literally said though, we're just going to let you do it. So he gets the points for it. What's going to happen though, because of it being accepted? Is it ultimately going to be something that should have been shut down because it releases the next thing that's like that's like a nuclear event in America? Because again, that access to the thing we love is not in control by anyone under our roof.
so the Chinese probably just the ones that's running that shit probably just said we're gonna
Perfect. They're going to continue the stream of our perfect algorithm, which again is just trying to intimately get to know you. So they're going to get to know you more than anyone else knows you.
That's funny. I just got like a message memory of me and Antonio having a FaceTime chat, and it just sent me the picture. It was just funny. I'm sitting there looking crazy as he is he, but this is really just gonna be interesting. Like the next, maybe I would say probably like the next.
That was a question for you, though.
Oh no, I ain't got distracted. My bad. Well, running by me again. My bad.
So, what will this mean for the future. Is this a moment where the country is accepting something we like that will ultimately shoot us in the foot or face?
I think that the people that know the ill intent of TikTok are like rest in peace to our Uncle Tony. He's one of those type of thinkers that would say, this is your chance to get away, and there's a reason they took it away. You know, that almost like that forward thinking.
And that's what I'm saying. So
That
is that going to be the case, or is it just going to be a nice app that we love and use in perpetuity until whenever,
if the
without it being used against us ever?
if the
Well, what
if,
about when it
if
fails?
A is, that's what I'm saying. If A is true, then we're all going to be sitting here later on like, damn, like, why did I put that back on my phone? And then the answer, the question will come up like, why did I have Instagram? Like, all of this is like connected, and it's just like,
Here's a question: Do any companies last forever?
nothing does.
No. So when this company, therefore under Chinese control, comes to an end, all that data belongs now to who? Just by default. Like, oh, it's no longer even bite dances because that government can say, okay, as a final act, we want everything from this company is going down. It's going down, but it contains the whole history of all American thinking, likes, dislikes, kinks, pleasures, secrets, intellectual properties, how they came up with the next air conditioning system. It's like the algorithm will know so much about innovation and bad things and good things that it's literally like, forget your congressman knowing what you want. Your enemy country will literally know your people intimately, more intimately than you will ever know, because your laws separate you from knowing about your people.
Yeah.
So ultimately, the communist controlled country will essentially, weirdly, communistically be over us, because they will know more about us than our country knows about us.
I didn't look at it that deep, but that is
every company ends, right? So this is a good lasting, let's say 20-year company. That means we're 20 years away from the Chinese government having access to just swooping up every.
No, because as you said that, I started thinking about the automotive industry, and I thought about like Ford. Like
Mhm.
Ford had to adapt from, okay, I'm pretty sure that everybody that made regular automobiles
Mhm.
in the 50s, the ones that were there,
Mhm.
I think that Ford, maybe like, okay, like a Mercury or something, but there are a few that will survive and be able to adapt to the electrical, to switch over to electric cars. And then now, as Ford, we don't make the same cars that we used to make 20, 30 years ago. Now we make electric vehicles.
But that's what I'm saying. Ford is the outlier in the situation.
No, I'm saying there is more. That just in the automotive industry, you have
I'm not
5 or 6.
Got you. Yeah,
big names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you have 50 big names that no longer exist. That's my point. You have like 5 or 6 left.
I think
Is the point.
Once it becomes so big, like even like a Facebook. Let's take TikTok. I think something like that gets bought. It's just like, oh, the next somebody else is going to
So
see
then
that.
again, when it gets bought, who would control? Who could have final control of that acquisition of the next company and the transfer of the information and the data? It would be under the control of China. If that company
Or
goes
whoever
down, which I'm saying ultimately most companies go down at some point and they get purchased by someone else usually then, and then come back as something. Think of Yahoo.
Mhm.
Yahoo was the greatest. Oh my God, you would never say. You don't think Yahoo? I think Yahoo's been bought and sold like 15 times, and it's still not Yahoo. But in the beginning, it was the way you spell internet. It's like, think of Ma Bell. It's like, what's Ma Bell? That's the old phone company that started telephones, like literally started. You got a Bell? I remember when I was a kid having the Bell company, but literally in our lifetime, we saw the end of the original phone company. So it's like all companies come to an end. That was a long run, 80 years. Are we 80 years away? Probably not, because in the tech world, those timelines move faster. We will give attention to another app. The first app was what? The kids, MySpace. Are we on MySpace anymore? So
No.
imagine if China owned all the old MySpace information.
What's to say that China doesn't own all of that
It's
information?
because it's not a Chinese company. Like this company is a Chinese company. It will ultimately, therefore, be under the control of an opposing
I don't.
country.
Hey, shout out to all my Chinese brothers and sisters out there. It's no beef. Like I have no.
Oh no, we're not
beef.
talking. We're
No,
not
but
talking about
this-
Chinese.
No, listen. No, I'm talking about like people will take this and be like,
No, people know what this subject is about. They know this is about
No,
the Chinese,
not
the
people,
government
I'm not
of
saying
China.
Per se, the people watching this. What I'm saying is, people will have beef with Chinese people because they think that y'all took something from us, and it create like a it'll stereotype them. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yes, I see what you're saying, but I'm saying people who know this subject.
It's more closed-minded people in the world than it is open-minded people.
Yes.
So the closed-minded people are going to say, this is what Trump says. And then if he says China, then he's like, everyone's going to be mad at people from China. And they can't even distinguish Japanese from Chinese. You know what I'm saying? So people will.
They won't have to. My point is that it's not about distinguishing them from anybody else. My point is that this story is already known.
No, I'm not making that. I'm not making a objection to your point. What I'm saying is shout out to my Chinese brothers and sisters and just putting it out there that even the people that's watching this don't have it in your head that they had anything to do with this. Because people will say, not that person, just them. You know what I'm saying? People tend to lump stuff together. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, if someone is on this subject, then this subject is about specifically the government of China. It's not about Chinese people at all. Like it's never been about any Chinese people. The whole subject is about, oh, this company belongs to China. That's my point. So it is not about so like when a bad 9/11 happened and everyone went against a certain faith. It was attached to that. Well, that was the beliefs of that faith in an extremist way. So it was a natural channel for people to say, well, all of them have that belief system. This is literally talking about the ones who live over here are probably against the Chinese rule. That's why they live here. They didn't like the whole idea of communism.
Well, there's going to be way more to be discovered. A lot more is going to be revealed, but it's a bomb ass game that's about to come on, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's time for Andrea and Steve and them son to run. Remember, cleanliness travels like defense. Do not put the deodorant on if you have not gotten in the shower. It does not work.
COD, cologne over dirt. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do cologne over dirt. Put the cologne on your skin too. Don't put it on your shirt either. It messes up your shirts. Makes your shirts real dingy. Shout out to our cousin Los. He wrote this whole episode out with us, and we're gonna play his music for y'all. Y'all can go to Los Beats. I'm gonna put the shit somewhere. I'm gonna put a link somewhere for y'all to go find some of these beats because he done got me all the way together, man, with some good music for y'all to listen to. Like I said, cleanliness travel like defense. The Eagles just beat the Rams exactly by the point spread. I don't know what the hell is going on in Las Vegas, but they know exactly what's going to happen with these games. I wonder if you can bet the shit to push. Like, you could just say, I think it's going to be exactly what Vegas thinks. Hey, this nigga put some Prince in there. Shout out to our father. I love you, Daddy.
Daddy, I love you.
Hey, I'm glad to see that you're doing real good these days.
P.O.P. Holding it down.
Hold it down, Papa. My baby girl over here getting her hair braided. She getting all twisted up. So if y'all heard some people talking in the background, that's who that was. It was like a little salon over there. He ain't ugly.
Sometimes he a little. Sometimes.
Hey man, if y'all made it this far with us, Smash that like button. Let us know.
The Drew Network. The Drew Network.
Let us know you fucking with us, man. We really
The
appreciate.
Drew Network.
Shout out to Pooh for the drop, man. She did that shit so perfect, bro.
That's what you do.
She did that shit so perfect.
High quality.
All right, y'all.
World star.
Hey, we hit a grand total on our way up out of here. Shout out to everybody that just came through here. This is the Drew Network. I am your host, DREWSKI.
Sherman Kingsley. You can call me Tony.
Who the fuck is Sherman?
You can call me Tony. I made it easy.
Man, shout out to Los, man. I really like this beat, man. I really like this.
Holla at your boys.
Bye, y'all.
See ya. Bon voyage. Arrivederci.
My daughter unintentionally.
Ciao, bella.
Listen to me, man. My daughter unintentionally threw up a gang sign earlier, and I didn't know how to.
Watashi na.
I said, "Who? Who threw up a crib set?" I thought she was gonna hit me with the gun. Her fingers was doing all type of different shit. I said, "Oh no, baby, don't do that. Don't do that." But shout out to the red. Shout out to the blue. I fuck with all of y'all, man. Be good to yourself and everybody around you. Don't do no. You making people think they shit glitched out, brody. Bye, y'all. Oh, that was funny.